Hey Larry, what do you got to offer recommendations for rosé season? It's spring. It's rosé season. Wait a second, there's a rosé season? I've heard that before, but I didn't get the memo this year, or I never did. Hi, I'm Larry Baker. I am a certified level 2 sommelier and a senior wine and spirit specialist at ABC Fine Wines and Spirits here in beautiful downtown North Miami Beach, Florida. When I worked in restaurants and traveled to all different climates, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Tyson's Corner, Virginia, cold, snowy, 70, I don't understand this. All the importers, you had to be like a squirrel hiding their acorns, in Central Park in New York City. They only brought in rosé starting in the spring when the weather warms up. And I like to sell rosé all year. Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving, this all takes place during the winter months in those colder climates. I don't care if you're in Alaska, the best pairing for Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner that goes with everything is a rosé. It's a red grape or made from red grapes with less skin contact. Yeah, it's served chilled. Okay, you don't want chilled, so ask me, explain to me, tell me, not ask me, but tell me, what do you drink during these months? Okay, oh, we drink a margarita, or maybe we drink a Pinot Grigio. So that's chilled. You don't drink those warm. So because of the fact that the color is pink, there's a season for this wine. I don't get it. I still don't. Rosé should be drank all year, whether you're in sunny Florida or Juneau, Alaska. Okay, so let me go by some of the categories that you can have besides your starting off with the basic, a Provence, Côte de Provence Rosé, which is your classic, but now, thanks to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Rosé we got two categories that say the beauty of rosé, and it's growing, and we're not even talking about sparkling and champagne with rosé too. You can't get enough rosé. Everybody and their mother is producing rosé out there on the wave. We've got canned rosé in a can. I mean, so there's some quality rosé, and everything I'm going to recommend is quality and affordable. And then there's some rosés that are using little mega purples and different colors and different yeast, and maybe not so quality out there. So let's start with the classic, the Côte de Provence. And before I start, I know my regional vice president, Mike McBride. He was just here today at the time I'm taping this video. And I've heard this before, so we're going to take a vote, put it in the comment section of this blog. Do you like to see my face, or when I hold the bottles, which I want you to see the labels so you'll recognize them, they cover my face. But do you really want to look at this 60-year-old New Yorker, gonna be 60-year-old New Yorker? Okay, we'll take a vote. I'll do one in front of the face and one off to the side, and you decide. We like looking at your face while you're talking. And Mike requested it, and maybe he's my biggest fan, so I got to go with what the boss says. So anyway, number one, Domaine de Gavati. See, this is what I normally would do, like that, and then you can't see me. I think that's a bonus, but no, they would like to see it. So off to the side, Domaine Gavati. This is a classic Côte de Provence rosé. It's $16.99, but I think it's worth that little extra few dollars than you would pay. There are a lot of other rosés out there on the market in this price point or more that I think are not as good as this. One of my favorite flavors of strawberries and good acidity and good, just refreshing. It's brought in by Jonathan Cheekman of Linwood Wine and Spirits in Linwood, New Jersey. He's been around a long time, and this is a really good find for him, and we're happy to have this wine in the store at $16.99, a classic Côte de Provence Rosé, your usual Grenache and Syrah blend, and those wines that you find in the Côte de Provence. $16.99. Can you see the face? How about over here? Is that better? Like the optometrist, better, worse, better, worse, better, worse, better, worse. For the rest, we'll show the face, and we'll take a vote on the bottom of the comment section. Next, Carlos Saras. I love this Rioja Rosé. It's affordable. I believe the price is, it's also, what is that price? I'm looking on the distance, and I'm sorry to do that, and now you really get to see my face. $9.99, that's what I thought it was. 80% Tempranillo, 20% Garnacha from Rioja, and I just love the taste it's just a crisp, light, easy to drink wine rosé. From the Rioja region of Spain, we carry their red wine as well, but the rosé is just less skin contact, and you have a refreshing wine. I mean, if you could drink Chardonnay, you could drink Sauvignon Blanc all year long, you could have a martini, ice cold, shake it, you could have an old fashioned. Why not rosé? Why not all year? Listen here, rosé all year, not rosé all day or just a season. Anyway, this is a great wine for $9.99. Really good, delivers the goods. I love to talk about this Bodecker Cellars. Used to be called the Reflection on this new vintage in 2018. It's just their Oregon Willamette Valley sustainably farmed rosé made in the Sommelier method. Sommelier method is, some people will argue, especially the French, will say that's an afterthought. You have leftover Pinot Noir, you bleed off the first runoff, you save the pink color, and you bottle the leftovers. It's like leftover food. No, believe me, the Bodeckers, this is not a afterthought. It's an afterthought if you pass this wine by and you don't buy it at $14.99. 100% Pinot Noir. Other Pinot Noirs coming out of areas like California are not going to be 100%, but with Oregon, Willamette Valley, it's always 100% Pinot Noir, Rosé, and or white or red. It's going to be 100% Pinot Noir. I love it. Flavors of strawberries and wild berries, forest berries. It's got a good acidity, but also sort of a rich mouthfeel to it. It's a delicious rosé from Oregon. Stealth enclosure like Bodecker always is. Athena Pappas and Stuart Bodecker. Bodecker Cellars, $14.99 from the Willamette Valley. Malbec. I love this family, the Cuvelier family. I've talked about their reds before. They are a family that's famous from Bordeaux, France. Since 1903, they own Chateau Liavel, Poifer, Chateau Lacroix, and these are all famous Bordeaux's. And now they have property in Mendoza. Sorry about there. Goes my hand in front of my face just to make sure you can see the label. They own property in the Uco Valley, which is in Mendoza. Prime property, 100% Malbec on this wine. We carry their reds. This is a $12.99 where you can taste the flavors of Malbec in there. There's some green notes to it too, and also some nice berries. Also really clean, some citrus notes also on this wine I got for $12.99 from Argentina, made by a French family, the Cuvelier family, from the Andes Mountains in Mendoza, Argentina, Uco Valley. A great rosé. Now it becomes a tie score between my two favorite rosés, hands down, and there's a whole selection, like I said, 2 sections here in the store in North Miami Beach of just rosés from everybody and everywhere you could think of. It's a tie, so this is not one or the other. This is Vincenzo Ippolito, 1845. They only just learned how to make wine yesterday. Down in the south of Italy, in Calabria, Italy. The Mobiglia, I think about this wine a million times, but why not include it in one of my hands-down favorite rosés in the store at $12.99. A selection of the great Nadia Galati. This is from the region of Ciro. The grape is Galliapo, 100% down in Calabria, all the way down the south on the Ionian Sea. This rosé has an iron component to it. It's got berries. It's got so much complexity in this rosé. A long lasting finish on the wine for $12.99. Calabria Italian rosé. And the other tie score comes from Captain Washington's area, Washington State, Columbia Valley. Butch and Jerry Milbrand, also $12.99 from their Mattawa facility. Columbia Valley is their appellation that they're getting their wines. The grapes are interesting blend of 75% Tempranillo, 75% Syrah, and 25% Washington State Tempranillo, a grape known in Spain and Rioja region mostly, and yet growing it in Washington State and making a rosé out of it. This one has green notes, herbal components to it. It's savory notes, all kinds of berries in it, citrus components. One of the most complex rosé. My customers, there's one lady buys 4 bottles every single week. She won't drink any other rosé than Milbrand dry rosé coming out of Washington State. So there you have it just for today, with a selection that you can look up further information for by going to our website, www.abcfws.com, or you know how to hit me up by just following this email. And now that you've seen this face, requested by Mike McBride and Butch Devlin months ago or a year ago, told me to show my face, don't cover my face. You can just follow my website and blog like Mike does, and sends me notes and how much he's my biggest fan, and that's how you can get more information about any rosé, or even ask me questions about other thing in the champagne sections that we have rosés and sparkling wine as well. So remember, wine is not for snobs, it's for everyday people like you and me. And rosé season, what the heck is that? I didn't get the memo, and I'm sure you didn't either. Drink it all year.